friends, so in this video we will be doing a new chapter which is algebraic expressions. So before beginning, let me give you an example of an expression. Yeah, 2y plus 5. This is an example of expression. So what you can see is that an expression is formed using constants and variables. In this case, you have constants 2 and 5, whereas y is your variable. So an expression is formed using constants and variables. Clear? So numbers will be your constant, whereas letters are used in order to denote variables. Because variable is something that can take any value. Here y can take any value. Y can be 1, 2, 0, any value it can take, because of which we call it variable. Clear? Okay, so let's look into other terminologies coming in algebraic expressions. So let's take this particular example. You have 7xy minus 5x. So what you need to understand here is that this particular expression is formed using two terms. Thus 7x is one term and minus 5x is another term. 7xy, okay, 7xy and minus 5x are the two terms you have used in order to form this expression. So terms are used in order to form expressions. Clear? Now if you take 7xy, it is formed using several factors. 7xy is formed using 7, x and y. So 7x and y are factors of 7x. Whereas minus 5x is formed by using factors minus 5 and x. Clear? Now when I come into coefficient, coefficients are numerical value. Coefficients are numerical values of your variable. So like of your term. So if you take 7xy, the coefficient will be 7. Whereas if you take minus 5x, the coefficient will be minus 5. So your numerical values of a term are called coefficients. Clear? So if you have an expression, first thing you need to understand here is that expressions are made up of terms. So each of these are terms, and in a term is formed using factors, and coefficients are the numerical values of these terms. Clear? So when an expression contains only one term like 7x or minus 5y or 2x or 3. So when an expression contains only one term, we call it monomials. Whereas when an expression contains two terms, we call it binomials. Like 3x plus 2. Here we have two terms, right? Here we have 3x and 2 as a term. So if this expression is an example of binomial, or 2y minus 7x. This is another example of binomial. And polynomials are the common term we use in order to denote any of these different expressions. And we have even trinomials as well. Trinomials means you have got three terms in it. Trinomials means we have three terms like 3x plus 2y minus 5. This is an example of trinomial. Polynomial is the general name that you use in order to represent these kind of expression. So it can either be monomial, or it can take form of binomials, or it can take form of your trinomials. Clear? So monomial is an expression that contain only one term. Binomial, you have two terms. Trinomial, you have three terms. And polynomials is the general name we use in order to represent these kind of expressions. Clear? So like terms are those expressions. Okay. So like terms means these terms have got same variable in it. So like if you have 3x, if you have 2x, these are like terms because both of them have same variable x. Clear? If it is simply x, that is also a like term of 3x. If you have minus 5x, that is also a like term of x, because in all these examples you have same variable x. Understood? Whereas if you have 2xy, it is not a like term of these examples, because this particular term contains two variable xy. It is not same as the variables given here. These are called non-like terms. So like if you have 3xy and 2x, this is an example of non-like terms because both of the terms have got different variables in it. Clear? So if you have x square, 3x square, 4x minus 2x square, in this case, whichever term has got x squared as its variable, we call them like terms. So here x square, 3x square and minus 2x square are like terms, whereas 4x is not like term. It doesn't belong to this particular family. So if you have same variable for terms, we call it like terms. And only like terms we can add or subtract. If you have non-like terms, you cannot add them or you cannot subtract them. You can multiply them, but addition and subtraction is only possible for like terms. You can add and subtract only like terms. Clear? So let's look into addition now. Here they have asked us to add 7x square minus 4x plus 5 and 9x minus 10. So let's first arrange them. So you have 7x square minus 4x plus 5 and you have 9x minus 10. So remember, only like terms can be added. So we will place 9x under 4x because it can be added only with 4x. It cannot be added with 7x square because this is a different variable. X square is a different variable. X is a different variable. And minus 10 we can place it under constant, right? Because in both the cases there is no variable, so you can simply add them. So now I have to add these two expressions. So 7x square, there is nothing to add it with, so it will remain as 7x square. Here I have minus 4x plus 9x. Minus 4x plus 9x. So you have different sign. This comes under integer. When you have different sign, you have to do subtraction. So 9 minus 4 will give you 5. And which is the biggest number? 9 is the biggest number. Sign of 9 is positive, which will come to your answer as well. So 9x minus 4x plus 9x will give you plus 5x. Clear? And the last part is plus 5 minus 10. Plus 5 minus 10. So here again you have different signs. So what you have to do? You have to subtract and 5 will be your answer when you do 10 minus 5. See which is the biggest number and put that sign for the answer as well. So integers must be clear for you in order to do addition and subtraction of expressions. I have already uploaded a video on integers. So I will be putting the link in the description box which you can use in order to get more knowledge about integers. So let's move to second example. So in this example we have now three expressions to add. So even if you don't arrange it in the other way, we can still try solving this question. So it's about addition, right? So let's rewrite it first. So this is our first expression, 7xy plus 5yz minus 3zx plus our second expression 4yz plus 9zx minus 4y, and our third expression plus minus would be again minus. So minus 3xz plus 5x minus 2xy. So even if you are not arranging it in the other way, what you need to do here is that first you identify like term. So here you have 7xy, right? See which one is having the same variable. So 7xy. As you can see in the second expression, you don't have xy coming anywhere in the second expression. Now if you look into third expression, you have here minus 2xy. So 7xy minus 2xy would give me 5xy. Clear? So I am done with this part. So I will just cancel them. Now which is my second question? My second question is plus 5yz. So let me see the same variable coming in next expression. So I have plus 4yz. Then third expression I have minus 3. This is xz, not y. So basically only these two I have, right? So plus 5yz plus 4yz would give me 9yz. Clear? Now that is also done. Now the third one I have is minus 3zx. Minus 3zx, I have plus 9zx. and minus 3 plus 9. Minus and plus means different signs, so I have to do subtraction. So 9 minus 3 would give me what? 9 minus 3 will give me 6, right? Biggest number is 9 and sign of 9 is positive, which goes with the answer. So I am done with this. Let me check whether I have zx again. So here I have one more zx, xz, zx, it is same, right? So I have again plus 6 zx and minus 3 xz or zx. So I have to solve this as well. So 6 minus 3 would be 3 plus 3 xz, because here 6 is the biggest number and sign of 6 is positive, which goes to the answer as well. Now I have minus 4y left and minus 4y plus 5x. So they are not same, right? They are not same variable, which means they are not like terms. So I have to just copy paste them because I cannot solve it. As I told, addition and subtraction can be done only for like terms. So without rearranging them, I can simply solve this way as well. Understood? So what you have to do is that just take them, put it as such. Since it is addition, whatever sign is there, you put it, you just copy paste it. It doesn't matter, sign doesn't matter here. Then you take each variable, each term you take and see the like term of it, solve it first, cancel them, then you go for next term. In this way we can solve it more faster. Clear? So next question is about subtraction. So as you can see the question, subtract this expression from this, which means this expression should come first. Right, so when I rearrange, it would be 7x square minus 4xy plus 8y square plus 5x minus 3y. This is the first expression I should give. Minus, you have 5x square minus 4y square plus 6y minus 3. Right, so you have first variable as this, first expression as this, and this is your second expression which you need to minus. So what I would suggest you is that whenever you have second expression given, in case of subtraction, first thing you can do is that change sign of this second expression. For each and every term, whatever sign is there, you just make it opposite when it comes to subtraction. So here I can see it's just 5x square, which means it's plus 5x square, which I should make now minus 5x square. Here I have minus 4y. Here I have minus 4y square, which I will make plus 4y square. Here I have plus 6y, which I will be making minus 6y. Here I have minus 3, which I will make plus 3. So when it comes to subtraction, what you do is that which is your second expression, that is what you need to subtract, right? So that minus sign you are giving to all the terms, which means whatever terms you have, you just change the sign of it. Whatever terms you have, you just change the sign. Whatever is positive, you make it negative, and whatever is negative, you make it positive. Then you try solving this. Yeah, now you have 7x square minus 5x square, which is 2x square, minus 4xy, we will write it as such because there is nothing to do with it, plus 8y square plus 4y square will give me 9, 10, 11, 12y square, plus 5x, you will just copy paste, minus 3y, minus 6y will be minus 9y, because same sign means you have to add them, and when you add 6 and 3, you get 9, biggest number sign goes to the answer. Then you have plus 3. Is that clear? So this is how I can simply solve a question of subtraction that comes under expression. So you have to just take the second expression, change the sign completely from the first term to the last term. Then you try solving it. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. So please subscribe for more videos. You can enable the bell button in order to get notifications. Share among your friends, and you can let me know your feedback through comment. Bye.